matchup between the visiting Pacelli Cardinals and your Almond Bancroft Eagles. Today's starting lineups first for the visiting Cardinals. Leading off, number 2 at third base, Maddie Pianic. Batting second in center field, number 5, Katie Ilka. Batting third, catcher, number 7, Kaylin Yenter. Batting fourth, playing second base, number 18, Amelia Martini. Batting fifth in right field, number 14, Kaden Nelson. Batting sixth, shortstop, number 20, Ava Tess. Batting seventh and pitching, number 13, Peyton Mansell. Batting eighth, left fielder, number 33, Emma Van Order. And batting ninth, first base, number 3, Jaden Zroit. And now for Almond Bancroft Eagles. Leading off in center field, number 4, Maya Dernbach. Batting second, shortstop, number 8, Alaya Newby. Batting third, pitcher, number 9, Raya Ceballos. Batting fourth, first baseman, 00, Oakley Amernick. Batting fifth, DP, number 15, Lacey Bradley. Batting sixth, in right field, number 12, Kirsten Clark. Batting seventh, third baseman, number 3, Tia Dernbach. Batting eighth and catching, number 10, Sophia Chapa. Batting ninth in left field, number 16, Alexi Carlton. And the flex, second baseman, number 26, Lainey Carlton. Everyone please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
I think it's probably just reporting everything. Oh, I guess.
There you go!
I just texted you.
Steve texted me and asking about your internet connection.
Yeah, I can't even do the game. And we welcome everybody here at Almond Bancroft for some Central Wisconsin South softball action here on Zaleski Sports. Bottom of the first inning with 2 away. Scoreless here between the top 2 teams in the conference of the Pacelli Cardinals and the Almond Bancroft Eagles. This pitch goes off the glove of Yenter, and the runner goes into second base. And Ceballos is safe. Taking a look at the lineups here. Oakley Omernick at the plate here for Almond. Mai Dernbach batted first. Lyon Newby in the second spot. Raya Ceballos batting third. Oakley Omernick fourth. Lacey Bradley in the 5 spot. Kirsten Clark batting 6. Tia Dernbach in the 7. And in the 8 spots is Sophia Chapa. Then batting 9th is Lexi Carlton. Lainey Carlton playing as a flex position player here today at second for the Eagles. This one popped up into the stands. Runner in scoring position here. Taking a look at both of these teams in conference play, they have been nothing but dominant on the season. Pacelli scoring 133 runs and only allowing 4 on the season. And then looking at Almond, they've scored 123 runs and they've only allowed 2 on the year. And a swing and a miss. And they go down here in the bottom of the first. scoreless here through 1 inning. And we will see Martini, Nelson, and Tess coming up for the Cardinals. Here for the second, you're watching girls high school softball here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate.
I'm Josh Sparks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows at last year's pricing. Call today.
Selling your car to Doll Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Doll Auto. Simple.
We're back here for the second inning of work here on Zaleski Sports. And Ryan Ceballos, the pitcher today for Almond Bancroft. Right now at the plate, Amelia Martini. Pacelli undefeated here on the season. They have looked terrific. The defending state champions in Division 5. In back-to-back years. It's a 3-0 count here to the cleanup hitter. On its way, and 4-pitch at bat results in a walk. So Pacelli has their first base runner here today, and Kaden Nelson, the lefty, playing right field for Coach Molsky's Cardinals, is up here. Taking a look at the Pacelli batting order, Maddie Pionic batted first, Katie Elkin the second spot, Kaylin Yunter batting third, then Amelia Martini, who just was up. Then in the 5 spot, Kaden Nelson. Number 6 is Ava Tess, and in the 7 spot, Peyton Mansell. Batting 8th is Ella Van Order, and to round off the 9 is Jaden Zadroik. Swing and a miss. Down 2 strikes here. And the last time that these two teams played was towards the beginning of the year. It was about 40 degrees that day in Plover. Pacelli got a 2-0 win. This one popped up just right over towards us. The wind kind of kept it in the field of play. Very close play there behind the plate by Sophia Chapa. I was thinking that was going right at us.
You don't look that way. She'll put mine.
Here we go. 0-2 again. The pitch from Ceballos, a swing and a miss. Her first strikeout of the day. Brings down Nelson, and now it's the shortstop, Ava Tess, who played second a majority of the year this season, and due to some reasons had to make that switch. In just a second here, we'll have Brandon Bierncott join us, and we got Braden Sutter doing our production work here. This one hit in the air to center, very shallow, and making the catch is Maya Dernbach for the second out. Runner stays put, and Peyton Mansell will be the next in the line for Molsky's Cardinals. It's the pitcher against pitcher matchup, and these are two of the best to go at it here in the state, especially in Division 4 and Division 5 play. That one was ripped foul towards the cars parked over to our left, and now we got Mr. Bierenkot joining us.
Yes, happy to be here, Mr. Retzloff. This game, what, 2-0 the last time these two teams went in action.
Yeah, and taking a look at both of these teams, they're both very highly respected after that change up there from Ceballos, but taking a look at both of them here on the season, Pacelli undefeated, and the Eagles are 16-3, but in their conferences, it's only a difference of 1 game, and this is a huge game today. Ground ball to short. The throw to first is in time, and Pacelli goes down in 4 batters here in the second, and we're still scoreless, headed into the bottom of the inning where we'll see Bradley Clark and Dernbach for the Eagles. Coming up here on Zaleski Sports, you're watching today's game presented by Hoffe Realty.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Adjust the... Yeah. Or you could adjust these ones too. And then also the gain. I mean, the gain's way up the level on the second one here. Testing 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
Yeah, sounded good.
Yep. It's quiet. I can hear you pretty well through mine.
Yeah, I can.
Alrighty, bottom of the second here. Scoreless here in Almond, and on this gorgeous 80-degree day. Winds blowing kind of from left field to right field, 10 to 15 miles per hour today. Wind might be a little bit of a factor, especially for the righties. A little check swing right to Mansell, and the play is made for the first out here. So Lacey Bradley's retired. Kirsten Clark and Tia Durdenbach will be the next two due up here in the second for the Eagles under Coach Yankee.
16-3 here for this Eagles squad. Certainly, as you mentioned, Brendan, nothing to certainly sneeze at. The two premier teams, same conference, about 20 miles apart, roughly. I think they are both poised for this one, no doubt.
They love calling it the cold-blooded rivalry between these two schools. So one sent back by Kirsten Clark. Taking a look at Pacelli's defense here. Mansell pitching, and what a year she's had. We'll go over that in just a little bit here. Kaylin Yunter catching for her today. Then Jaden Zadroik over at first. At second, it's Martini. Over at third base is Maddie Pionic. Then at short is Ava Tess. And in right field, we have Kaden Nelson. Center field, Katie Elka. And in left, Ella Van Order.
A lot of familiar faces from the hardwood as well, Brennan. I know you did quite a few of those games as well here for this. Just a very talented group of young athletes here. You know, and a young team, too, for the most part, too. I mean, obviously, you talk about the pitching staff with Mansell and Martini and Tess, but just a very well-rounded young squad. Good mix of upper and underclassmen here.
And they played very well in their doubleheader that they had on Saturday.
And to beat a team like Grantsburg 5-0, and if I'm not mistaken, the pitcher from Grantsburg, Louisville prospect,
yes.
as I understand, possibly.
Yeah, I heard she was a
Pacelli to score
prospect.
5 runs there was pretty impressive.
Overall on the season, Pacelli has not made many mistakes, and even if they have, other teams have not been able to take advantage of it. And Peyton Mansell delivers a strike here on the fastball, and she throws so hard. One of her more impressive wins on the season came against Mosinee, and Braden was there for that one, part of the Triple B crew. We got another Triple B
Yes,
crew
we
here
do.
today.
And that was a 2-1 victory, if I recall, a Friday night. I remember tuning in to Zaleski a little bit for that one as well.
It was a fantastic game, and Pacelli, they were able to make their vengeance on the Indians from last year, and now they have gone over a year without losing a game of softball, which is almost
Mosinee
something
Division
unheard
II,
of.
if I'm not mistaken. So one of the top teams in Division II. And then, of course, you mentioned they shut out Wausau West 8-0.
That was their
Friday
first
night.
Division I game
Yeah.
of the year, and
No
they'll
hitter
have
for Peyton.
They'll have another Division I game coming up on Friday.
DC Everest, right?
Yes. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Tia Dernbach, and this leads to 2 out here in this inning. And coming up is Sophia Chapa. That strikeout presented by Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro, #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened.
Is that Thursday night or Friday night?
I think it's a Friday game, actually. Pretty sure it's a Friday. Yeah. I'm trying to think of who they play on Thursday here. I'll have to pull up the schedule in a bit. Mentioning this a second time here, because I don't think you guys were here when I brought this up, but looking at the run differential between both of these teams in conference play, they match up with each other very well, and I expect to see a great game here. Pacelli, 133 runs scored and 4 runs allowed in conference play this year. And the last time they allowed a run in conference play was well over a month ago, almost 2 months ago, in fact. And then taking a look at Almond, 123 runs and only 2 runs allowed, and those 2 runs were against Pacelli.
Yeah, that's...
Rosholt against Pacelli on Thursday. That will be the matchup. And Friday is the big one.
The big one, yes. And I believe that's at Spud Field, if I'm not mistaken, down at the WIAA complex. I'm sure they would love to have lots of fan support. Should be a pretty nice night for some high school softball.
2-2 fouled back here by Chapa. She's hanging in there pretty well here in this at-bat.
Of course, a number of milestones here. Coach Molsky, I believe, just eclipsed the 400 win mark about a week or so ago, I believe.
Just a week ago.
Just over a week, okay.
At Wild Rose for the doubleheader.
For the doubleheader last Monday, I believe that was, correct? Or close enough.
Yeah.
Close enough.
It was on Monday. I was supposed to go to that game, but it unfortunately did not meet the qualifications. This one slicing over and right to Nelson for out number 3. That one was struck pretty well there by Chapa. But scoreless go the Eagles here in the second, and we are still scoreless as we head to inning number 3, and it's the bottom of the order, Van Order, to lead things off coming up here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoffe Realty.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s-themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe. And now open on Saturday nights. Try the new Rock and Roll Cafe Bar and Grill on Church Street.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the top of the third here on Zaleski Sports. Pop-up, very high, shallow into Armadick's glove at short for out. Actually, that was a different player. That was Newbie. That was Lion Newbie there for out number 1. So we got 1 retired here in this 3rd inning. Now it's JZ3 at the plate. Jaden Zdroik with 1 down. Ground ball right past coach. Foul. Working down that third base line. Brandon would join us here shortly, checking on the baseball game going on, which is not even a block away from us. It's actually directly to our left. Here's the 0-2 from Ceballos, and it's popped up. Tough play to make here. Fading away, and it drops into right. And that's going to be the first hit of the day for either side, and it goes to the sophomore in Zdroik. So runner on first with 1 down. Back to the top of the order for Matty Pionic. This rivalry goes way back to essentially the beginning of both of these programs in their history. It's one of those you could compare with the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears, dating back to the beginning of their franchises. This one fouled. Right into the backstop. Clean off the plate. With this wind gust blowing from left to right field, you're really seeing some of the dirt pick up off the ground and start just going across the field. Some very loose dirt, it appears. 2-1 here on Pionic, who grounded out in the first. This one into center, it drops. And that's going to send Zdroik all the way to third, and she's trying to get into second. The play, I think it went in and out of the glove of Newbie, and runners are at second and third, and it's a hustle double for Matty Pionic here with 1 out. Now it's Katie Elka with 2 runners in scoring position. Ceballos in a little bit of a jam here in the third. Ball inside. A difference we have in the view we have for this game compared to some of the other games we've got to do for Pacelli, especially at Spud Field, is getting a great view of that strike zone. Someone just got a piece of it. Here's the 1-1. And a chase after that one. Good pitch from Ceballos. Trying to get the senior guessing here. 1-2. Squaring up, a light hit into right, and it drops towards the foul line. One's in, two score, sliding into second for a double is the center fielder, the Cat, Katie Elka. 2 runs are in for the Cardinals, and they're up 2-0. Back-to-back doubles. And the second time going through the order is getting the best of Raya Ceballos here. Now it's the catcher. One of the top hitters in the conference. In fact, the top 3 hitters in the conference are all Pacelli Cardinals. Yunter's number 2. And this one got her right on the hand. There was a double contact there, but it hit the hand. And then it caught a piece of the bat. And now runners are at first and second after the hit batter. Martini. Batting cleanup here. Took a walk in the second. Ground ball. Little bouncer. It kind of ate up Newbie, and she is safe. That took a really wicked hop on Alaya there, and the bases are loaded. And this will be a very likely rule as an error over at short. Pacelli running through the order here in the 3rd inning. This 2-0 game. Nelson at the plate. Struck out back in the 2nd. Called strike on the inside. Nelson has been known this season for some pretty substantial power. Squares to bunt down the 3rd base line, foul. A little bit of chirping going on. You feel the rivalry here. Both of these teams want this one. Pacelli wants to continue their winning streak and stay undefeated. Almond wants to take down the Goliath team. Here it is. Just caught the inside of the bat. That pitch looked very inside. But one thing about Nelson and understanding her strike zone, she loves those pitches inside. She can adjust those wrists and give one a ride here. 0-2. Pop up. Shallow. And it drops. Blinded by the light. The out is made at 3rd. 1 run scores, and it's a double play. Pacelli does get another run on the board, but a little bit of a running blunder after being blinded by the light. So it's 3-0 through the 3rd inning for Pacelli, and we head to the bottom of the 3rd, where we will have Carlton and back to the top of the order in Dernbach. Coming up here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoffa Realty.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Back here for the bottom of the third. Carlton at the plate here, playing in left field today, dealing with a 2-0 count. Here from the pitcher, Mansell. This one a foul tip. Going back to that last inning, that possible third run will not count due to it being a force out that was made. Ended up as a fielder's choice, 6-5-3-2, or 6-5-3. 6-5-3-4. 6-5-4. I feel like I'm saying somebody's phone number at this point. Two and two here. Trying to work it back. Fouled away. So the score remains 2-0. And both of these teams with runs allowed here on the year in conference play called strike 3 are all knotted up. That is the third strikeout from Peyton Mansell, and another Serve Pro strikeout here by Jamie Wenzel. Call Serve Pro #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Today's game presented by Marshfield Dairy Fest, which is May 30th and 31st. Check out visitmarshfield.com for all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend at Dairy Fest. My Dernbach at the plate. Ball down and away. Dernbach flew out to short back in the first. That just picking up a little bit more here. Not sure when our partner Brandon Bierencott will come back. Triple B turns to double B now. He was checking out the baseball game over to our left. Here it is, 2-1. Popped up into shallow left. And it falls for a hit, and Dernbach's going to run to second and slide in there safe. That wind is really playing tricks on these fielders. Not only is it the wind, but it's looking almost into the sun on those pop-ups over there into left field. Runner in scoring position here. It's going to be a hustle double for Dernbach. Maya Newby with a runner in scoring position takes a strike. Both of these dugouts getting into this game. Trying to be the biggest supporters inside at the knees. Dernbach's got a lot of speed there at second base. Anything to reach the outfield, you would think she would run. This one struck well. Deep left, making the jumping catch towards the wall is Van Order. Ella showing off some hops here. 2 gone. Newby gave that one a ride, but that wind definitely turned on it and made it fall short here on this 80-degree day. Ceballos takes a ball out. Raya trying to drive in that run at second base here in the third. 2 gone. Here's the 1-1 from Peyton. Ground ball right over to Tess, and it goes off of her. And it'll stay in play, but the runner does make it to first, so the inning will continue. A couple of really tough ground balls to field here that we've seen in the last inning. See if this gets ruled as a hit. Now it's double 0 and double O, and Oakley Omernick at the plate. Struck out back in the first. Oh and 1. The approach from Mansell, fouled back. And now she's down 0-2, and she's got to protect the plate here. Here comes the 0-2, a swing and a miss. Mansell gets out of the jam. 2 recorded strikeouts there in the third. She's got 4 here this afternoon. Another Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro strikeout there from PM13. And we'll be right back for inning number 4 coming up here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoffe Realty.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Braden Sutter, Brendan Retzloff here on Zaleski Sports here for the 4th inning, just about halfway through this one here in Almond. It's a 2-0 ball game. Fouled away here from Tess to lead off here in this 4th. Ava flew out to center back in the second. All right. My producer, he'll be right back here. High ball taken here. Ceballos entering her 4th inning of work. On its way upstairs. Went with the off speed. Almost at eye level, easy to hold off there. 2-1 the count. On its way outside. And now it's a good hitter's count here for number 20. Takes one inside, and a runner advances to first. Another leadoff base runner here. Their second time today with a leadoff runner. And now it's Mansell's turn. Sends a drive into foul territory. Out of play. See if Ceballos decides to deliver many fastballs here in this inning, with Tess being the leadoff runner. They scored 2 in the last. Down in the dirt, a good stop behind the plate by Chapa. Braden coming back here. And a pretty even game. High swing there, just chopped foul. It's a 2-2 game at the park just across from us here. So, good baseball game going on there too. Pacelli baseball team, they have been hot this season. Taking down Pittsville, the #1 team in the conference, earlier last week. Two and two again here. On its way, and she is staying alive. Like the Bee Gees. Except I believe that was Saturday Night Fever. This is Monday afternoon. Mansell sends a high pop-up way out of play. She is getting some good looks here in this at-bat, though. Ceballos and Chapa going over the signs. Here it is again. Same result. An impressive battle here we are seeing. This is two of the best. The iron sharpens the iron, as they say. On its way again. A very high pitch. Went off speed. I'm surprised she decided to go off speed there. I was thinking she'd be going fastballs whole way through. From the circle it goes. Out of play. Chasing after it, there was Carlton. I'm not sure how much room Lexi had over there. This is the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Ground ball, double play chance. It gets through the glove of Newby. And no double play chance. Instead, it's a base hit. An 8-pitch at-bat base hit here for Peyton Mansell. Tess advances to second. Now it's a 3-2 game. And Almond has the lead in on the baseball side of things. That's the beauty of this game. You never know how games are going to go, especially in baseball, softball. You can have very dominant programs play, and you see it happen in the major leagues all the time. Those big teams could go down to a mediocre style team. And Braden just pointed out, it's like the Rockies beating the Dodgers, and it's a pretty accurate statement there. Talk about the money cap that they have, too. Dodgers don't really have a cap, it seems. Dodgers and Yankees, both of those teams. Oh, that might hit us. That got close.
I was trying to figure out how to stand up.
I was just going to protect the camera there. If I had a glove, I'd try to make the play.
I could have stood up. I just went over and caught it.
It was right on track for us. Van Order with one runner in scoring position here. Takes one up and in. One thing I've seen over the year from Ella here is how much she's worked on her plate discipline and just picking the right pitches. Here's a 2-1. Ground ball just past the third baseline, but to the left. Sat on it and just sat a little too early. That was the pitch she wanted, though. 2-2 again here. A called strike 3 from Ceballos. And there's one down here in the fourth for Jaden Zatroik. She got the first hit to get things going in that third inning. Scored a run. Her and Pjanic were the two runners to score for the Cardinals. She's a superstar on the basketball court, trying to get things going here on the softball diamond. Fouled away. Ahead in the count here, Ceballos. Here's the 0-2. Popped up. Into short. It's a foul ball. That could have gone either way. It's depending where in the territory she was when it touched the glove. We'll try it again here. 0-2 on its way. Ground ball to Newbie. Close play at third, and she got her in time. Ava Tess can't believe it. She thought she was into third in time. Also appeared to be at third base in time, but two gone here, runners. Still at first and second on the fielder's choice. Pjanic takes a strike. Third time into the batting order here for Ceballos, and another called strike. 2 called strikes. Not swinging the bat here yet. Had a double back in the 3rd. She's 1 for 2 today. Also scored a run. Reaching out on it. A little pop up to 3rd. And Tia Dernbach makes the play for the 3rd out of the 4th. As we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, where we will see Bradley, Clark, and Dernbach coming up here on Zaleski Sports. Today's game presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
At Oso Brewing, we're committed to our community and charity events. We give back locally. We're spot on with tasty food right inside our brewery. Oso pizzas and sandwiches are the best kept secrets in the area. Come and enjoy our new patio atmosphere with friends and family.
It will be something you want to tell your friends about.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Fourth inning, about to get underway here. Well, in the bottom half, we should say. Lacey Bradley in the box, Mansell to work her 4th inning here today. Undefeated this season. She is, and I believe she ended up pitching one of the games in the doubleheader. Swing and a miss. So, if that is correct, she would be 10-0 here on the season. Very dominant is Peyton. 4 strikeouts today. A swing and a miss. Chase the high heat. Lacey grounded into 1-3 put out in the 2nd inning. Here's the 1-2. Missed it outside. Looked pretty close. Bradley with a good take there. 2-2. Tapper over to second. Zadroy grabs it at first, and then she'll toss it to Martini for the first out. Now it's Kirsten Clark's turn. Got hit by a pitch in that 2nd, and that's only the 4th time this year Mansell's hit a batter. Takes one upstairs for a ball. One and oh, late after it. Was a good cut. Just couldn't keep up. Be sure to check out all of our other sports coverage going on, ZaleskiSports.com. This one at the knees. Changed it up from up high to go low. Another one at the knees. That's in there, though. Update on the baseball game. Pacelli has the bases loaded in the top of the 4th. Still it's tied at 3. Here's the 2-2 from Mansell. Pop back foul. Another one hit foul. Right off of the license plate of that Volkswagen. Taking a look at all their scores here. Columbus Catholic on top of Eau Claire Regis 4-0. A swing and a miss. 2 gone here in the 4th. Strikeout number 5 for Mansell here today. Amherst beating Shiocton 1-0 on the softball diamond. T at the plate here. Game in Wapaka, softball. Fox Valley Lutheran up 10-3 over the Comets. Ball up and in. Dernbach struck out in the 2nd. Trying to erase that strikeout with some momentum of their own here for the Eagles. Tied at 6. Almond, or that was Athens against Wausau East. Tied at 6 there. It's a 1-2 count here to the 7-hitter. Playing at 3rd today in Dernbach. On its way. Fouled back. Making lots of really good cuts on Mansell's pitches are the Eagles. And they get to play each other twice a year at least. They are in different divisions this year. Here's the 1-2. And a high heater. Swung on and missed. Another 2 strikeout inning for Mansell here in the 4th. And that is her 6th K here today as we head to inning number 5. Pacelli on top 2-0. We'll be right back for more girls softball action here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shy.
Shy is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, today's game presented by Home Furniture. Fill your home with the best from Home Furniture: sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Home Furniture with locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Plover. Here's Katie Elka, who has been the difference of this game so far, and she lines this one towards the Pacelli dugout. That was a liner. Had a 2-run double back in the 3rd. Lots of cheering going on over at the baseball field. Little change up, popped up in towards Dernbach, and she makes the catch. 1 down here in the 5th. Had the right idea to sit on that changeup, just got a little much underneath it. And now Kaylin Yenter was 0 for 1 today. Steps up. Update for the Pacelli baseball game against Almond Bancroft. The Cardinals are up 6-3. Yenter sends a high drive well out of play. Making some really good cuts here on Raya Ceballos. One and one. High fly ball in the center. Dernbach's got it for out number 2. Sent a pretty solid drive into it. Just a little short. Now it's Martini, the cleanup hitter, who is 0 for 1 today. 2 down here in this 5th. Ceballos pitching clean here in this inning. She's had some solid contact off of her, but she's been playing and pitching well, and her defense has been backing her up. The 3rd inning's been the difference. Martini takes one inside. Twinno to the second baseman for today. Lines 1 foul. As we approach the final few weeks of the regular season, both of these teams looking to chase after a state championship in their respective divisions. And both of them are most definitely contenders. 3-1. And ball 4. Second time she's been walked today. For Kaden Nelson here. Nelson, her last time up, hit into that really weird play, which looked like could have been an RBI, but since there was a force-out double play, it was not. The 6-5-4 double play it was, after one dropping into the infield, or just past the infield. It's just a really weird looking play. Had the bases loaded there too. Here's the 0-2. Change up. Almost dropped it in there. That was a close one. An even better take. Here's 1-2. Fouled back. Went back to the fastball was Raya. You just wonder what type of pitch she is trying to sit on here. And what you do as a pitcher. You cannot toss a cookie though. 1-2. Check swing. Up and in, it is more so a defensive check. Martini's the runner at first. She's been staying put. We'll try a 1-2 again here. It looked like it hit her foot as she was still in the box. It'll be a dead ball, and we'll go again. Those ones sting a little bit. Give her a little time to recoup. Lots of noise coming from the from the baseball field again. Back into it, 1-2. Sent away. Some really good at-bats we have seen today. 6th pitch coming up. On the 1-2. Another solid take at the knees. And pitch number 7 of the at-bat coming up. This one's in play. Over to left for the out is Carleton. And down they go here in the 5th. It was a long at-bat from Nelson, and it was a hard-fought one. But the Cardinals go scoreless here in the 5th. It's a 2-0 game as we head to the bottom of the inning, where we'll see Chapa, Carleton, and Turnbach coming up here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoffe Realty.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home, providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
Back here on Zaleski Sports, Braden Sutter and Brendan Retzloff with you guys, called strike 1 here in the 5th. Bottom of the 5th, the home part of the order. Another called strike. Manso just keeps on firing all the heat. She's working off back-to-back strikeouts. She's got 6 today. Tries to go with the setup pitch up and away. Chapa flew out to right. Back in the 2nd. 0 for 1 today. Here's the 1-2. Liner up the middle, and it gets by the glove of Tess in the center. And it's a base hit for Sophia to begin the 5th. Good start there for the Eagles. And now it's the 9 spot in the order in Lexi Carleton. Reset it here, squares the bunt right through it. And a couple of fakes to retreat the runner back from Yenter. She is a hard-throwing catcher. Probably take another chance at it here to bunt. We'll see. Pacelli's infield playing well in, and it's fouled back. And now if you're Coach Randy Yankee here, you just have to let her hit away and swing after it. And I wouldn't expect him to do that same thing and try to bunt with Dernbach, who's on deck. This one outside, 1-2. Dernbach, one of their best hitters. This Almond team on the season, they're batting just over 400. A very impressive lineup they have. Here's the 1-2. We'll try it again. So many of these at-bats today have been really good battles, and so many foul balls we have seen sent in the seats as our colleague Brandon is making his way back here. Chased after it. Come on, Brandon. You got a chance to make that play. Our colleague had a chance to make a play there, but he just let go. We'll try it again. 1-2 to Carlton. Just keeping it in there. Right off the inside of the bat. A great game we have here in the bottom of the 5th. It's Pacelli and Almond. These are the top 2 of the Central Wisconsin South. Both coming off of very impressive games. 2-2 for Mansell. Another good take from Lexi. They already have the runner at first. This at-bat started with 0-2 after 2 bunt attempts. Worked it all the way back to a full count. Fouled back into the seats, and spectator just couldn't barely not make the play. Winner of this one will hold a tie of first or in first, and a called strike 3. What a at-bat that was. Mansell won the battle after 9 pitches to Carlton. Another Jamie Wenzel serve pro strikeout. That's number 7 for Peyton. And now it's the center fielder, Dernbach. Line driving to left. And Van Order's right there on it. 2 gone, and the runner stays at first. For Lianubi, 0 for 2 today. Dernbach had a solid piece of contact on it. Unfortunately, hit it right to the outfielder. Another sharp pitch from the ace. 0-1. Coming up next for Almond, they'll be at Port Edwards. Liner over to second. What a play by Martini. She does not play that position normally, and she made that one look easy at second off the hop. And the side is retired in the 5th. We head to the away part of the 6th, where we'll have Tess, Mansell, and Van Order coming up here on Zaleski Sports. It's 2-0 in this game presented by Hoffhaver Realty.
We're going to tell all of our viewers about Mitten's Rusted and Busted trade-in sale, which reminds me of a funny story.
Folks, Tim's saying that Mittens is paying its customers to get rid of their old furniture and buy new.
This January's Rusted and Busted promotion is so huge. Do you think we could make it any bigger?
I don't think so, Tim.
Hey, do you think Jill will let me buy a brand new Lazy Boy power recliner, or should I build one myself?
Well, Tim, the stars are telling me that buying one from Mittens would be a safer decision.
And welcome back, everybody, for the 6th inning. Pacelli holding on to a 2-0 lead, and the main difference has been that 3rd inning. Pacelli was able to get through 7 batters in that 3rd. Otherwise, it's been a very solid pitching performance on both sides. A couple of strikeouts today for Ceballos, 7 for Mansell. As Ceballos is into her 6th inning of work. Shallow right to the shortstop in Newby for out number 1. Lots of contact being made on pitches. And a lot of these at-bats, though, they have been hit very lightly. Mansell now, she's 1 for 2 today. Takes a strike. And she fought a great battle against Ceballos back in the 4th for a base hit. It's the same score as what we saw. Change up, and that one was just sitting there for probably a couple of days. She kind of was starting her swing as the ball got halfway to the plate, and then she held back and then took her swing right after it. It was a interesting play there. This one, a fastball hit up the middle right to Ceballos for the 2nd out. On the 1-3 put out there. 2 down for Van Order. Sun starting to slightly make its way down. Van Order, high fly ball into left. Seemed like Carleton almost had a play on it. Can't really see what happens down there in left. Van Order today 0 for 2. Fouled away. Flew out to shorten the 3rd and struck out in the 4th. Ceballos so far 5 2/3, 0-2 on its way outside. Might have lost the grip on that pitch a little bit, it seems. 1-2, right off the plate, right to Ceballos, throw to first. To Omrnick is in time. Back-to-back 1-3 putouts, and the side is retired here in the 6th as we head to the home half, where Ceballos will lead off, followed by Omrnick, and then Bradley due up in the bottom of the inning. We'll be right back. It's 2-0 here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Home half of the 6th here on Zaleski Sports. You compare this to a Major League Baseball game, this would be just around the time that you would stretch. And she went on the check swing. 0-1 here. We'd like to thank our sponsors for today: Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Irons Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. This pitch gets away from Yenter. Just as a ball, so 1-1 here. This is the part of the order that, if you're Almond, you would hope to get some momentum going. What a filthy pitch from Peyton. 1-2 now. Ceballos, Omernick, and Bradley, the ones who are due. Ceballos is 1 for 1 today. On its way outside. And those are the pitches. As a pitcher, you're okay missing that. You still have a couple to play with here, even though you'd love to get it here. On its way, chased after one, and that's strikeout number 8 for Peyton here in the 6th inning. Here's Omernick. Struck out twice here today. With their team down 2-0. They gotta at least 5 more outs to work with here. One and 0. Check swing. And she held back. They bring it back over to first to check. First place, or the first base ump says did not go. Here's a 2-0. Another check swing. Stayed back on it. And now it's a really good hitters count here to 0-0. Let's see what Oakley does here. 3-0. And she sends it foul. Just out of play.
I looked up straight into the sun.
And it went just off of the top of the backstop and took a really wicked hop. Once again, it looked like it was tracking right towards us, broadcasting it here. Here we go. Tough play to make. It gets through at short. Diving attempt from Tess. It's a base hit for Omernick. And a much needed base runner the Eagles get here in this 6th inning. Kind of kick some dirt over here. Now it's Bradley. Lacey's 0 for 2. Squares to bunt. Piontek almost caught it right off of it, and the throw to first is in time. Throw back. It gets away, and Omernick's going to take third. That was almost an incredible catch that was made, followed by an error. You don't really see a throwing error into second base. And now the runner is at third. Big runner here in scoring position for Clark. Takes a strike. Clark, 0 for 1 today. Throw back to third. Oak is back in. 1-1 here. This is, you would think, the biggest at-bat of the game. 1-1, fouled away. It's still almost hard to believe that Peyton Mantle has only allowed the 1 run here on the season. She's in a jam though, could possibly allow another. On its way, foul. Clark tried to find that gap in the third base area. Just past Coach Yankee. If she can reach, Tia Dernbach is on deck. Here's the 1-2. And it's fouled away again. Right off of another vehicle. There's been a lot of collateral damage here today. 1-2, reaching out on it right to first. And Pacelli gets out of the jams. Detroit cleans it up on the putout. And it remains 2-0 here in Almond. The Cardinals due up here in the 7th. Are Detroit and Pionic and Ilka. You're watching Girls High School softball action here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life. And that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Back here for the 7th on Zaleski Sports. Jaden Zadruk to lead things off. Ceballos trying to go the full way. Zadruk ground ball over to Newbie. Throw to first is just in time for the first out. So pretty good day through 6 1/3 right now for Raya Ceballos. Pionic, yeah, sends a drive into deep left, and the catch is made for out number 2 by Dernbach, or by Carlton, excuse me. Now it's Katie Elka with 2 down here in the 7th. And a 2-0 lead. Pacelli wants to add some more insurance. Almond keeping a hold of that right now to stay in it. But Pacelli fortunately has a much easier part of the order to deal with in the bottom half of the 7th. Elka so far today, she has been the hero. The 2 runs batted in off of a RBI double. 1 for 3 today. Change up right down the third baseline. It's a fair ball. Elka rounds first, and she will stop right there. It's a base hit for the senior. And there's a lot of speed there at first base.
Easier part of the order. And if you take this good, there's not an easy part of the order. That's the 7.
Here. Owen 1 here to Yenter. On its way down low from Ceballos. I have to figure a bunch of fatigue is starting to settle in here for Raya. Plenty of pitches have gone out of her right hand. Another one fouled away. 1-2 though. One pitch from getting out of this inning. Kaylin so far hitless today, trying to get on base here. Got hit by a pitch in the third, 0 for 2. Here's the 1-2. And she sends a foul. Just past the 6 o'clock hour here in the evening in Almond. It's a good one. 2-0. 1-2 outside, and Chapa sends Elka back to first. Off the ball outside, 2-2. The cold blood rivalry. What a liner. That was smoked foul. Right at the school bus. Getting some good rips of the bat here. 4th time through the batting order are the first 2 Cardinals. 2-2. Another good take down low. Full count here to the senior, Ceballos. Examining her wrist for a pitch. Here it comes, full count pitch, grounded, foul. Elka the runner at first. Full count again. Taken for ball 4. Another great at-bat today. She goes hitless today, but that is still a great at-bat. And they're going to do an intentional walk here on Martini. And the bases are now loaded for Caden Nelson. I am shocked. The fatigue has to be settling in here on Ceballos. And you just had allowed another free base runner. And Martini was hitless in the game. Nelson with the bases loaded has a chance to deliver a big blow. Fouled away. Second time Nelson gets the bases loaded here in this game. She is hitless. Fouled it away again. And now she's down 0-2. She has really seen the off-speed pitch as well from Ceballos. If I'm Ceballos, I avoid those at all costs. Here it is. Fastball and a swing and a miss.
That's all right. That's all right.
And Ceballos works through the 7th, scoreless. Pacelli does hold a 2-0 lead. The home half of the 7th will be the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Eagles. We'll see what happens. Conclusion coming up here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoffavor Realty.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Conclusion coming up here on this one. Bottom of the 7th. It's a 2-0 game. Mansell pitching another great one, but defense has backed her up at some points here. It's allowed 3 hits so far today. 3 hits and a pair of walks today from Peyton, entering the 7th. This one a called strike 1. Taking her time here. 0-1. Sent back. Foul from Dernbach. Tia today, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. Number 3 trying to avoid the hat trick of strikeouts here. It's Dernbach, Chappa, and Carlton due up. This bounces into the dirt before the plate. Almost a cricket style pitch. 1-2. Pop up into short. Tess has got it for the first out. 1 retired in the 7th. Down to their final 2 outs. Down by 2 are the Eagles. It's Chappa. Sophia, 1 for 2 today. Had a base hit her last time up. Ground ball. Stopped by Martini from her knee for out number 2. And once again, to remind you, Martini, she normally does not play at second. So the amount of reps she's gotten this season from that spot have been a minimum. Used to playing at first, and she has made 2 outstanding plays. And they are now down to their final out. Carlton takes 1 for a strike. She's 0 for 2 today with a pair of strikeouts. Here comes from Mansell. A swing and a miss. Down to their last strike. Mansell, she normally goes the full distance. 11-0 on the year. Trying to make it 12. The 0-2. Ground ball. Pionic fields it clean. Throw it up first in time. And the Cardinals are still immortal, 21-0 on the season, and what a ball game this was here in Almond. A 2-0 victory. Eagles fall to 16-4 on the year. Big thank you to Brandon Bierenkopf for staying with us, and also my producer Braden Sauter here on the help as we head to our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy, get your fresh cheese curds made daily, Marshfield Curtis, or online at NasonvilleDairy.com. We'll be right back.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Nasonville Dairy post-game show, joined by Coach Mo and our player of the game, Katie Elka. Congratulations on this win, guys. 2-0 victory. It was a hard-fought battle, and it seems like it's always like this in every game against them.
With Almond, both teams, they always rise to the occasion, and we always know that it's going to be a battle, and we always know it's going to be one thing. Her getting 2 runners on, and then Katie getting them over. It's always just one little thing, and who can capitalize on what they're given usually ends up being the winner.
And that third inning for you guys was a really monumentous one because, Katie, for you got that 2-run double that was in there, and just walk me through that at-bat and what you saw, but also how important it was to get that done.
Yeah, I knew I just had to hit the ball on the ground so the runners could move at least, and she's pitched me a lot outside, and so I just knew I took it to right, and no one was there, thankfully, and 2 runs scored, so...
Yeah, and you yourself have a lot of speed. It was more so like a hustle double that was made, and even the play before that, Maddie ended up setting you up for that too with another hustle double. And just explain to me how important it is to have teammates that understand the situation and are able to cash in big moments and also allow you to have the moment you had.
Yeah, like Maddie and Jaden, they both knew how important it was getting a third and second there, so... They just are hustling, and it allows it to become a lot easier to hit them in. So.
And then for you two, Coach, here, taking a look, only allowed 3 hits today from Peyton, and the defense also backed up really well. And that there were a bunch of situations where it seemed like she got caught in a jam, but your defense held strong.
That's the one thing. We practice a lot, and we can't always put the pressure on Peyton's shoulders. She's a great pitcher. She pitches everything strikes, but every now and then they're going to hit the ball. They're going to see it, and they're going to hit it. So we as a defense have to be ready to field the ball. Amelia had 2 today. She had some phenomenal stops, and she was the momentum killer for them.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you one more thing about her playing at second base, which isn't a norm. Typically you see her over there at first. So to have that change happen and see her make those types of plays, just how much more does this mean to you and the rest of the team to be able to have that specialty over there at second?
With our injury from our starting shortstop from the beginning of the year, we did some shuffling around, and we're settling into this. Amelia played a lot of second last year for us when Ava was pitching. So, this is just that natural transition, and the girls are all, Coach, where do you want me to play? I want to win. Where do you want me? What do you think what is best for the team? So that's one thing we have. We've got some really unselfish young ladies on this team. They're like, we just want to play what's best for the team, and we want to win. And so, my hat's off to those girls for that.
Mamba mentality, winning mentality there. Congratulations, guys. I'll put you in the highlight house here, Katie.
I'm Katie Ilka, and I'm in the house. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank
we'll
you.
see you. Rashholt on tomorrow, right? No. Thursday? Thursday. Alrighty. We'll be there at home at Spud Field for that game on Thursday. 2-0 win for the Cardinals as they take down the Almond Bancroft Eagles, and that's going to do it here for us here from Almond, Brendan Retzloff and Braden Sutter. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to check out all of our other coverage on ZaleskiSports.com. You'll see scores as well on our website, and it'll take you to our games on YouTube over there. But we're going to sign off here. We thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a great night.